Picture an opossum. Are you picturing a gray creature that resembles a large rat? Perhaps you've seen one crouching near a knocked over trash can or waddling in the shadows. People are used to thinking of opossums as dirty and disgusting. But are possums really the backyard menace some people think they are? Spoiler alert, no. In fact, they might just be one of the most underappreciated animals in your neighborhood. These adorable little scavengers are actually quiet, gentle animals that do not harm people or carry dangerous diseases. Today, we're diving into the secret life of opossums, what they eat, where they live, how they survive, and why having them in your yard is actually a good thing. Did you know possums have been around for over 70 million years? Meaning they once walked the earth alongside dinosaurs. But first things first, let's clear up a very common mix-up. In North America, we have opossums, specifically the Virginia possum, Didelphys virginiana. Possum, P-O-S-S-U-M, is actually the name of a different group of marsupials found in Australia. But since most people drop the O, we'll roll with it. Nowadays, possums tend to have grayish fur with darker and lighter parts here and there. They have pointy snouts with cute little pink noses and adorably round ears. Their eyes are small and set close together on their faces, allowing for excellent nighttime vision, which comes in handy since possums are nocturnal, meaning they are mostly active at night. They have around 50 teeth, more than any other land mammal in North America. Possums are the only marsupial native to the continent. Most marsupial females have pouches on their bellies for carrying and nursing their babies. Yes, just like kangaroos and koalas. Possums have semi-prehensile tails that help them balance, grip branches, and even carry things. Despite popular belief, adults don't actually hang from their tails, as their tails are not strong enough. If you ever see wild-looking tracks that you can't seem to identify, it just could be from a possum. They have flexible paws that look almost like tiny human hands. This flexibility, along with the shape, help with the grip as the opossum climbs trees. Speaking of trees, possums can be found in forests that provide them with trees to climb for safety and access to their favorite foods. They are also comfortable living near people, happily scavenging garbage and eating pet food left outside. Additionally, they thrive near crop fields where they can feed on grain and insects. Unlike most animals, possums don't have a fixed territory. Instead, they constantly move in search of food. These adaptable survivors can live almost anywhere: forests, swamps, cities, and even your backyard. However, they do prefer areas near water and woods since they don't dig their own burrows. Instead, they take over abandoned dens, such as old groundhog burrows, hollow logs, piles of brush, or even spaces like in barns, sheds, and yes, sometimes attics. But don't worry, we'll talk about whether you should be concerned about all that in a bit. Possums are great climbers in part due to their sensitive tails. Baby possums can even hang upside down from tree branches by their tails. Think of their tails as a fifth hand. They sometimes hold their tails in a loop and use that loop to hold dry leaves or other nesting materials. When possums walk, they move slowly, in kind of a swaying motion. More of a cute little wiggle, if you ask me. At top speed, these creatures can hit a whopping 4 miles an hour. But that's not all they can do. Possums are good swimmers and actually swim completely submerged at times. Perhaps that blob in the pond wasn't a muskrat, but rather a possum taking a dip. Possums have one of the most versatile diets in the animal kingdom. They're omnivores and will eat just about anything: fruits, vegetables, small rodents, insects, frogs, crayfish, grass, carrion, aka dead things, and even snakes. Yep, they're actually immune to most snake venom. Their diet is the reason we often see possums lying dead by the side of the road. They venture out by the road to eat other animals that were killed by cars. As more cars go by, the possums become frightened, triggering their unique and involuntary defense response of lying down and playing dead. When they do this, it often means that cars will hit them. Possums aren't very good hunters. Instead of chasing down and killing small prey, they prefer insects like grasshoppers, beetles, and ants. Dead bunnies and dead chickens are apparently a favorite, but they will eat just about any dead or rotten creature. They like to eat small mice, shrews, and birds too. These animals have to be already dead, sick, or injured for the possums to get them though. They also love ticks. Studies suggest a single possum can eat up to 5,000 ticks per season, which helps reduce the spread of Lyme disease. So if you see one in your yard, think of it as free pest control. Possums are prey for a lot of animals: coyotes, owls, bobcats, and even dogs. When confronted by a predator, they will usually run away and try to climb up a tree. But when faced with danger, they could also engage their most famous defense mechanism: playing dead. This isn't an act. It's an involuntary reaction like fainting. Their body not only goes stiff with their eyes closed and their tongue hanging out, they also emit a foul-smelling odor to mimic a rotting carcass. This tends to confuse the predators, who then often lose interest. Possums that are playing dead will continue their act even if they are picked up and carried away. Once they feel sure the coast is clear, they will loosen their muscles and be on their way. It's a good idea to place a suspected dead possum near the trash can and wait a few hours before actually placing it into a garbage bag. A lot of people panic when they see a possum near their house, but do you actually need to worry? Nope. Unlike some mammals, they're not destructive. They don't dig up gardens, they rarely get into attics, and they almost never carry rabies because their body temperature is too low for the virus to survive. If one moves into your shed, it's probably just looking for shelter or trying to get rid of the mice that set up shop last fall. When possums get into where you don't want them, the best way to encourage them to move along is to remove food sources and seal up entry points once they're out. Though they might occasionally rummage through your trash, they are shy and not aggressive. Possums are cute and harmless. They actually do us a favor by cleaning up the dead animals and eating ticks that can make us sick. They help clean up the environment and have a theatrical side. What's not to love? Next time you see a possum in your yard, instead of chasing it away, give it a nod of appreciation. After all, they're just out here doing their job. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more wildlife wonders. Thanks for watching.